I'm Ryan, and this is Nomad. She's been around the world twice by her previous owner and even set a couple of records. She's also done the Northwest Passage, and now she's my home. I got divorced a few years ago and left the IT world to move aboard Nomad. But she had sat in a boatyard for 12 years, so when I moved on, she had no running systems. Almost nothing worked, but at least she floated. My life had personally fallen apart, and Nomad was on hard times as well. This series of New to Boat Life is the record of whether or not I can figure out how to fix her up and get the balls to leave the dock and actually have an adventure. It's much more scary than the YouTube videos I watched before I started on this journey myself. But luckily, I do have a partner on this channel, the Yacht Rigger. They teach me things and show really cool marine tech that you will find on this channel under videos labeled, quote, how the pros do it. But today is a New to Boat Life episode. Welcome to day 7 of getting Nomad ready for the Bahamas. So, this is going to be all about my marine head aboard Nomad. I call it the magic head because it never smells and it never fails. And on toilets on boats, that is a really big deal because they are very problematic. The saying is that, how do you know a group of sailors are together? Because you can count down how long it takes for people to start talking about the head. It's a really cool design. Let me show you how this thing works. It's called a popular Levac, if I'm saying that right. And they've been making these for a very long time. I believe this is the original toilet from Nomad when she was built in '89. This is a 40-year-old toilet. And I'm not going to open it. It is a little bit stained up, but it has been running all this time. But here's what makes it unique. When you use the bathroom, the lid itself is the valve that makes it actually work. It is a vacuum sealing toilet based on the lid. So there's not like a lever that you flip to say in, out, add water, take water, none of that. You simply use the restroom, you shut the lid, you grab the handle up here and you pump. That's interesting. 1 in about every 30 pumps, the toilet will do what it just did. You hear that loud pop? There it is. That is the seal inside of it popping. The seals are finally giving out. This toilet, after this long, this head is ready to give up the ghost. And it's starting to, because of it vacuum sealing, it's starting to kind of pull itself from the inside. The porcelain bowl is perfectly good. It's just this upper assembly that's not working. But essentially I can open this lid right here and I can rebed the seal just by stretching it out and popping it back. And what happens is what I was doing when I was pumping this is it pumps the water out and over into my sea chest that Nomad has. And then it pulls fresh water back up from outside. And of course it can divert to either your holding tank or overboard. And then it pulls the seawater back into the toilet, and it's very cool. So this is the process. So you shut this. Yeah, there's nothing else that's part of it. You pump right here, and then here is where the magic happens. It pumps from the inside that white hose, right? So it pumps up through that white hose. That's the pump side. And then it comes up over here, and then it flushes out into the marine environment or into your holding tank. And then it dumps, if it's going overboard, it dumps straight into that valve right there that is then connected to that standpipe that is above the water line that runs all the way down beneath the water line, as it tends to be on aluminum boats. So, here is the problem that I am having. These toilets are there are none of these heads available globally. There are no Levac popular toilets that are available for purchase or parts available for purchase. If anyone has any ideas on how to source one, that would be great. I did look at adding a marine toilet, a more standard marine toilet that does its own little check valvey thing and pumpy thing and like it inlet, outlet, fill water, drain water, that whole deal. And it would be a real nightmare to try to add that to Nomad. And I think ChatGPT is right. I've been consulting. And ChatGPT is like, on your aluminum boat with your sea chest and the setup that you have, this is like the most fail-proof thing. If I can source another one of these heads, it will last for decades. And that's the message that I want to leave you guys with, is anytime you have an option on your boat to go more simple, go more simple. Yes, I'm not a global cruiser yet. Yes, I've only ever sailed my boat one time after living on it for almost a year and a half now. I'm getting there, I'm trying, but I've been outfitting the boat this whole time. But I do get to spend a lot of time around the yacht rigger, and it's easy to keep going fancier, and there's room for that for sure, and I get it. But if you can pull back maybe sometimes and try to go a little bit more simple to keep it more dependable and bulletproof, I believe this toilet's been working flawlessly for 40 years, and it's just now getting to where it is giving up the ghost. So that is the marine head on Nomad. I will make another video whenever I source another one of those toilets or whatever happens aboard Nomad for this. But this is now the challenge portion of my video, where I like to share something that I am challenging myself with after having to reset my life post-divorce and moving onto a boat. And that current challenge that I'm going to highlight today has been how incredible doing inner engineering by Sadhguru has been. I've mentioned before, especially when I was drinking heavier and kind of losing my way in life for a minute there when I first moved on Nomad with no systems running, that I was having a hard time. And I used meditation to work through a lot of things, and that really helped. But now I'm using a more methodical or methodological approach to my meditations, and I did it by attending inner engineering. This is not a paid spot. This is legitimately just what I did. And inner engineering and doing the Shambhavi Mahamudra, learning that Kriya has been really incredible. I'll put a little thing up here. Maybe I'll put a link below. I don't know, but you can definitely Google it and check it out. Still reading, still running, still doing the things, working on my torn bicep, all those things. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.